As we head into summer, we're being reminded now's the time to check our pools. It's a message backed by Laurie Lawrence, who's worried kids have missed out on vital swimming lessons because of lockdowns.
There's so many kids are 12 months behind because they haven't been swimming.
Like most 6-year-olds, Alexis Flynn loves to swim.
She's absolutely obsessed with water.
But watching over her brings back difficult memories for mum Caitlin after a near drowning when she was just 16 months old at her previous home.
She was able to open up this little roller door about this much and crawl under, and she fell in the pool.
Caitlin had been in bed sick with gastro while her little girl was playing with her siblings and dad when the unthinkable happened.
He was dragging her out of the pool, sort of like carrying her, and she was just floppy. She was blue.
Alexis's dad and Caitlin immediately called 000 and started CPR.
It was really traumatic, especially when you don't know what you're doing.
Remarkably, Alexis began breathing again. She was rushed to hospital with hypothermia.
It's actually really frightening. It's a bit emotional to talk about, but I guess it needs to be done so that other people can have a look at, their pool fences and make sure it's safe.
The family moved out of the rental weeks later, only recently moving into a new home that has a pool because of the trauma from the accident.
Every time I walk past the pool, I literally cried.
The number of children under 5 who have drowned in the past year is shocking.
The number's gone up 108%. I mean, we've been pushing that Kids Alive message for so long with the drowning stats coming down, and then all of a sudden, COVID.
Former Australian Olympic swimming coach Laurie Lawrence says COVID has set Aussie kids back years. He's launching a new campaign to remind people to check their pool gates ahead of the summer swimming season.
If you don't have a good latch and a good gate and a perfect fence, you're in trouble because the kids will find a way in.
He says new data shows more than 57% of people are not checking their gates adequately, with 33% of pool owners claiming they don't have enough time to do a safety audit. Laurie says with COVID lockdowns and pool closures, there's a whole new generation of kids who haven't learnt survival skills in the pool.
All kids, by the time they're 2, if they have lots of lessons, should be able to jump in here and get back to the side.
If he falls in, at least he can shuffle to the side and hold on, I guess.
For Pete Nelson, swimming lessons were a top priority for son Teddy after the lockdowns lifted.
We started a little bit at 6 months old and we had to stop and start it again, but we improvised and went down the creek.
You sort of hear about it and you're like, how did that happen? But it is so easy to happen, and it can happen. So you really need to be vigilant.
Fence the pool, shut the gate, or teach your kids to swim. It's great. Supervise, watch your mate, and learn how to resuscitate. Kids Alive, do the 5.